Hi again, Ian Dainty here. Excuse me. And today we're going to talk about a very, very, very important question, which is question 56, and maybe should have been one of the very first questions that we asked. What is the foundation for B2B business success? And I mean, it goes over into B2C too, but obviously I'm dealing here with B2B business and your company. And most companies don't look at this, the foundation of what is important and how do they become successful. And you have to lay this foundation if you really do want to be successful in your business, no matter what it is. There are certain steps you must take, not this many, but this is a little graphic that I found that you must take in order to climb to get the success. You have to lay the foundation in order to become successful. Now, I met a fella yesterday. Name is Ashley Conson, and you can look him up on LinkedIn. Excuse me. Conson's Konson, and we had a very nice conversation. He's come up. He's a marketer, in the sense the way that Peter Drucker talks about marketing, which is marketing is really the basis of your whole company. So he came up with two questions that I think are very important, and I wanted to talk about those. These are two major questions you have to answer in any business. The first one is where to play. Now, this requires a decision about the markets and the products in which your business will compete and the level of investment your company must make to be successful. Okay, so where are you going to play? What are the markets? What are the products? Now, there are other things too, like people, etc. But then the second one was how to win. Now, it requires decisions regarding the value that you're going to bring to your customers, that you choose to serve, assets and competencies required for this purpose, and the functional strategies to be employed in order to deliver on your chosen strategy. Okay, where to play, how to win. So there's two major questions you have to ask that very few businesses do ask. And I'd like to thank Ashley again for those questions. And please look him up on LinkedIn and please connect with him. I think you'll get a lot of value out of it. So what is your business foundation? Well, there are four areas that you have to look at that very few people really define, and you have to define these totally, as well as those other two. Who is your ideal client? Now, you have to look at this from two perspectives. One is the company and one is the person. Who is your ideal client company and who is your ideal client person? Your ideal client company, as Ashia suggests, is what markets are they in? What markets are you going to play in? What are the excuse me, demographics of the company? What are the psychographics of the company? Okay, and same with the person. Now, there's all kinds of things you got to deal with. Who's the CXO, the highest person that you need to deal with in any company in order to get who has the check signing or can get at funds in order to implement your strategy, whether it be a product or a service. So that's CXO. And there's all kinds of questions you got to answer about that person too. And I have templates for both of these, but you must answer these questions, and very few people will. When I ask people this question, I get anybody who'll use our service. That's our ideal client. Well, it's like if you're a handyman or you hire a handyman, you're not going to pay that person as much as if you hire, say, an electrician to do a specific job, or an air conditioning company to do a specific job. Now, the handyman might be able to do those jobs, but you probably won't pay that person as much. So be a specialist, okay? Who's your ideal client, and who's the ideal person within that client that has the authority to give the go-ahead for you to move forward? What issues do you solve for this ideal client, okay? So that's basically two things you want to do. Your product or service will do. It'll help them do their job better or solve problems or issues for this company. So that's what you got to figure out. And I have a way to do that that nobody else uses at all. It's a way of looking at what issues a company has that you can solve based on their goals. As an example, most companies want to bring shareholder value or increase shareholder value. How do you do that with your business? I can show you how to do that with your business based on breaking it into the issues that company has and bringing shareholder value. Now, mostly shareholder value is for public companies, but if you've got a person or a couple of partners in a company, they want shareholder value too. So you've got to figure out what issues do you solve for that company. Okay, my issue is I help companies increase their revenue. I'll get into that in a sec. What's your differentiator? How do you differentiate yourself from any competition? I hear people say, I don't have any competition. Well, in today's internet age, you got all kinds of competition, and most of it you don't even know about. What's my differentiator? Well, I've been around for almost 40 years, 39 years this year in sales and marketing. I've owned 2 successful companies. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs, business people, sales people, marketing people grow their revenues. And I'm ornery, as I like to say, and I'll help you succeed. So, what is your differentiator? What makes you succeed? And then from that, that's when you build your unique value proposition. And the unique value proposition isn't we help companies succeed. I mean, that's not it. Mine is I help small to medium sized B2B business companies grow their revenues by 25 to 100% more in a year than they initially predicted. Okay? You see what's in there that most people don't have is a number. You got to have a number. Because that's how you measure value. That's how you measure return on investment, ROI. So these are the 4 things that you've got to answer. 4 major things you've got to answer in your business in order for you to lay the foundation of how you're going to succeed. And as I mentioned in my last video, you need to build trust. You need to show results based on the value you bring, which develops the relationship, and that's how you build trust. And people buy from you when they trust you, okay? They have to find a way to trust you. There are other issues that you have to think. There are a bunch of other things that you have to do in B2B in order to be successful, like who are the people you have to convince, as you know, why is the sales cycle so long? What are the we'll talk about issues you solve. What value do you bring? How do you do that? So there's all kinds of other things that are involved that you need to show these B2B companies, but that's really it. What results do you bring based on the value your company has to build a relationship, that trusted relationship? Okay? If you have any questions, please write me at ian@b2bbusinesscoach.com. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and please like this video so others can see it too. And I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, thanks a lot.